scream bravo. Also, if you didn't know, this is called the show.
Hi everybody, it's Paul from Gauntlet Comics, and today is Monday, December 23rd, 2019. The subject of my video today is this great AOK, or what we call an act of kindness, that I received from Dennis Valencia. Besides looking cool and just being a really neat act of kindness, there's a lot that's going on with this. It's an AOK that involves inspiration, motivation, and just a nice touch of friendship. So I want to tell you the story so you can see. I'm going to show you how it came to be, and then we're going to go over some of Dennis's work. What Dennis does is he'll take a sketchbook, and mash up a comic with a movie or something else that he inspires. One of his latest series I really enjoyed was his Dumb and Dumber series with Wolverine and Deadpool. I'll show you that when I show you his work. So here he's done a nice mashup from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles universe, #1, X-Men, and Frankie, the master of ninjutsu. So enjoy the journey as I take you through this. It's a really cool AOK with a lot of thought and inspiration to it. So our story starts with me deciding I want to do a book based on the Shih Tzus and Frankie and his sidekick Sonny, my other dog. When I was looking around, I decided I wanted to try to copy the style. Not really copy, but that's what I'm looking to. Pay homage to the style of Usagi Yojimbo comics. They're nice and clean, great use of color, and I just really thought it'd be very efficient for what I wanted to do. So I started practicing. This was my first attempt at it. And as you can see, I got it all wrong. I got thick where I should have thin lines. My lettering is really wonky. And just to remind you, it's been a good 20 plus years since I've drawn. So it was quite an undertaking. This means Clan of 7. I'll tell you more about that later in another video when I release the book formally. So I posted this to Instagram, and Dennis Valencia immediately picked up on what style I was trying to emulate, and he wrote me and told me that. I was really impressed because nobody else even picked up on it. And it really made me feel good because at least one person out there understood what I was going for. So I pushed forward, practicing. And some of these could become pages in my book. Some of it's just good old practice. This is a practice on, on perspective. I thought I did pretty good. This is all a big tunnel of peanuts. It's guarded by the Squirrel Emperors, by the Squirrel Empire. They got them all from Bach Tower in North Florida. And here I'm practicing on what I'm going to use for the lettering, for the title page. A little practice with color. And then I moved into the logo didn't come next. Next came, actually before the Squirrel Empire, this came. And this was inspired by Dennis. He had done a cover mashup involving Kill Bill, and I can't remember who else. We'll have to look when we go on there, but it was a Kill Bill mashup. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do a Kill Bill inspired Master Frankie. So here you have Frankie, excuse me, with the sword. He's looking into the sword, like that one part. We have it where it goes, makes the noise, like in Kill Bill. Of course, Clan of 7 and the work on the corner title. So I was so inspired by Dennis on that. Then after all that, I did my logo work. This itself is going to be the logo. Frankie, and then I finally revealed he's the master of ninjutsu instead of ninjutsu. This was primarily practice on making the profiles of the different characters from the Clan of Seven, Frankie's logo and silhouette. And at that time, I also released a picture of Frankie on Instagram. And from there, Dennis was inspired by that picture, and he did that wonderful cover for me. Next, we're going to take a look at Dennis's Instagram. That's where he does his work at, and where he'd like people to go to look at his work. He does a lot of great stuff. So we're going to go ahead and look at that. All right, so before we go into Dennis's work, I just wanted to share with you what Usagi Yojimbo looks like in the style that he's used in. This is my desktop wallpaper. See how clean it is? Just generally a great style. It's a little bit outside of my comfort zone. That's why I had to practice it. I'm more into detail. I like things to be a little bit more psychedelic. I like the use of circles and spears. Probably saw that in that logo work. So I had to go into a different direction. And I've been working on it. I'm still trying it. Once again, I'm not trying to copy, but I'm emulating and just trying to find the efficiencies in this style and the use of colors. And it's just really a great study. And it's been really challenging for my practice. It's good for me. So let's go ahead. We'll show you some of Dennis's work. I'm going to start out with how he shows and does his mashups. So as I was mentioning, for that AOK, and this is on his Instagram account, which is DRValencia Designs. So once again, DRValencia Designs on Instagram. So as you see here, you have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles universe #1, along with X-Men. I can't see which number it is. I know I've read this book, but I can't remember the number. And then, of course, Frankie, my Shih Tzu, and Gold Gauntlet Comics, this channel and my company. Now, what I love about this, and this is where I get really touched and just really inspired, because I remember the message that Dennis sent me, and he was like, "Oh, wow! I'm so." Basically, he said he's going to do something with this, and I thought that was cool because he saw what I saw. He sees in this little guy. And remember, he hasn't even met Frankie yet. He's probably seen my walk videos with Frankie, but you can see the attitude in Frankie. You can see where I'm getting my inspiration from. And the fact that he saw this and ran with it really touched me, because it's one thing to show everybody what you want to show them, but it's another thing when they see the inspiration and they understand it. And he put it all together with what I'm trying to do, and he came up with this great, great illustration. He drew everything on here except for this, the title, and the corner flag. Look at that. He captured it gorgeously. And of course, he's got Frankie punching out one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I love it. Got the katana. Look at this work on this fabric. I mean, he's just incredible. Dennis is incredible. So, well, I'm trying to portray to you why this AOK was so touching to me. By the way, Dennis said he's going to send it to me. He sent it to me, put in a nice box, U-liner, shipped it beautifully. And the day I got it, I really needed it. We're just having normal life problems, And I opened it, and I was flooded with emotion. I was so happy. My wife was happy. He really made my day that day. But overall, I was really just touched, because it's so special when you're a creator and when other people get it and they work with you through their creations, because they get it. They share the motivation. They share the inspiration. It's just really special, really a touching moment. So that's why this A-OK is just, it's beyond an A-OK. It's just amazing. I'm really hoping that at some point Dennis and I can do collaborations with our art. If he ever gets on YouTube, he of course has an open door to come on my channel anytime. Whatever we have to do. There's only a couple other people that I'm like that with, and Dennis is definitely one of those guys if he ever wants to do that. But I tell you what, if I had the money, I'd hire him to do the illustrations for the book right now. Unfortunately, I don't have the money, so I gotta sort of just do it on my own until we can make some money. But let me go over some of Dennis's other work, because he does do commissions. This is his Instagram page. It's under DRValencia Designs. But as I was mentioning, he had a series of Dumb and Dumber mashups with Deadpool and Old Man Logan, and it just cracked me up. I loved it. Look at this. Took Dumb and Dumber, Deadpool versus Old Man Logan, number 1 sketch variant, and he came up with this. And I was sort of riffing with him, throwing some ideas that I had at him. Look at I'm sorry, that's just so funny. The time when he got his tongue stuck and they pulled it off, it's just, he encapsulated this so much. But that's just the beginning. He's got other things that he's done that just, like he's got this X-Men Fortnite mashup for a Wolverine variant edition number 1. Wolverine beating up on some of the Fortnite characters, I believe. I'm not good with Fortnite. Not as good as like with Dumb and Dumber. But God, he's just incredible. So as you go down, you're going to see some of his commission work. He also does short boxes, long boxes. Like when I talked to him about if he was taking commission, he's like, yeah, I'm actually doing a short box with Psylocke on it. But look at the work he did on these weights for people. It might be his own weights, but I don't care. It's cool as hell. But that gives you an idea of how you can commission them. And I'd recommend that, talk with him, go through his process, and give him a chance if you want to get a special gift or do something really cool. Look at this one. This is incredible. Based on Marvel Zombies. Captain America. That's a weight. That kills me. I absolutely love his work. So that's my A-OK for this holiday season. I can't thank Dennis enough. He has really motivated me, inspired me, given me hope. It really means a lot when you know that one person. Oh, by the way, this is that Kill Bill that inspired me. So he did Hot Shots variant, Kill Bill, and he put Domino in there with a sword. It inspired me to do my Frankie one. But as I was saying, I just can't thank Dennis enough. That meant so much to me, and it means a lot to me. And I've grown with talking with him to where he's guiding me a little bit with some things I'm dealing with and with my art and other things. So I really trust his opinion. I trust his instincts. And look at this Spider-Man. Just incredible. Does great work. And I just can't say enough about him. Once again, it's DRValencia Designs on Instagram. So that's my great A-OK I received, and I'm just so grateful for. After the holidays, I'm going to be getting back on schedule with Hulkverine Devil on Thursdays. It's our Geeking Out fan fun love for the Hulk, Wolverine, and Daredevil. And then on Fridays, Eye for Indies, where I look at old indie comics, new and upcoming indie comics. Basically, we just dive into the world of indies. I just want to get through this holiday season. Excuse me. I just want to get through this holiday season and then get back to normal and get back to schedule. Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you for following me. Thank you for subscribing and sticking with me. If you're new and you like some great content, I'm generally very real on here. I'm very transparent, even up to me coughing in the video like you just heard a little bit ago, because the allergies are going nuts for me with this weather. I have nothing to hide, and I love to share the world of comics with you and the world of business building, and everything involved with it. Especially with like this, where hopefully I just showed you a great new artist that you'll commission, or at least go to his page and see what he's up to. He's very, very interesting gentleman. So thank you. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.